What's up? What's up, what's up, what's up? What was that from, like, I don't know, I said that and then it reminded me of a TV show. Was that like Keenan and Kel or something? I don't know, it just sounded, that's the first thing that came to my mind when I just said that. Anyway, I just grabbed this box of trees. Swoo! Just fell. These trees, bare root trees, came in yesterday. But I didn't get a chance to, well, I wasn't here when they got delivered, and then I didn't get a chance to do anything with them once I got home. So they've been sitting inside of our glass room. My husband is actually here this morning, and he's going to help me. I need both of my hands. I'm gonna need to get the tripod. We actually still have some soil, some bulk compost in the back of our pickup truck, and I also have some potting soil inside of our car. Where's the tripod? That I need to get out and fill the Greenstalk with. I think I actually left the indoors. So I don't know if I said it or not, but I ordered these from Ty, Georgia. I ordered their roots from them last year a couple times as well. Ooh, is this a grape? Yes, so this is a seedless grape. I did this order probably in November, and it kept getting delayed because they have to ship the bare root trees when they are dormant. This is a Concord seedless grape, and they said that since they had a warm winter, the plants weren't going dormant, so they couldn't send it. I know I ordered a banana tree, so it looks like that's what this is right here, some kind of banana. But I know I have peaches, plums, fig, grapes, and this banana, and it looks like I have another Granny Smith apple here. So they come all together. I think I'm gonna get a 5-gallon bucket and then sift the roots in there to just rehydrate before we plant it into the orchard. The holes are already dug, and so last year, since my orchard wasn't ready, I planted them into like 5-gallon and 3-gallon buckets. But with knowing that I had this order coming, I had my son go ahead and dig the holes for me already. So the holes are already dug. So once I get them all situated and just remeasure the holes, because like I said in my another video, that the ducks was pushing stuff back inside of the holes. So I'll just have to make sure that they're at the right depth, and we'll get these planted right away. I just wanted to go ahead and separate the ones that I was taking with me to the orchard, which was the peaches, plums, and nectarines, and then the other ones I was going to leave inside the packaging. These are blackberries, and then I saw that there was some raspberries as well. That's another grape. So I think there is 4 grapes. There's already a banana baby tree trying to come up right here. So this bucket is the plums and peaches. I know that they are going straight to the orchard. Let's see. The 4 grapes I'll come back for, 2 bananas, the apple trees. I might have a spot for them dug inside the orchard. I don't remember. I know I don't have anything dug for the blackberries and raspberries. So I'm going to go bring this to the orchard. So let's go. I had honestly been avoiding this project because by the time we got the fence up, the gate in, the forever garden beds over here and filled and all the holes dug, I was just completely burnt out of messing with the orchard. And so even though I didn't physically dig all of the holes, I only dug some of them. My son actually dug most of them. I was just completely tired, and so I just put them in the holes, well, most of them, and actually left them. But this turned out to be fairly easy. Okay, what I did was go around and try to find the holes. A lot of them were already reburied, and tried to find the holes because I know that I had 4 peaches and 4 nectarines coming, and so I already had 4 peaches planted up here, and so I wanted the nectarines and peaches to be next to each other. So I was trying to find the holes. Some of them were like a little indentation. Let me show you. Some of them just kind of looked like a little dip in the ground, and so I assumed this is where the holes used to be at, and I put the trees in it, and then I also started burying the ones that were just still in pots. And so my husband has been getting me soil from the pickup truck. Hi, baby.
All right.
He's getting me soil from the pickup truck, and then we are just burying the bare root trees as well as the trees that are already inside of the pots. So yeah, this one needs more soil right here. Are you excited about our orchard?
Oh yeah, I'm super excited. I mean, we gotta wait to get fruit, but I'm excited about how it's gonna look.
Yeah.
It'll be really beautiful over here.
What's your favorite fruit?
I don't have a favorite fruit.
Well, out of all of these trees, which would be your favorite fruit? There's apples, peaches, plums, nectarines.
Out of plums.
Plums. Growing up, we didn't eat too many peaches. Like, I thought that they were fuzzy and disgusting. But last year when I got some peaches from a farmer, I thought they were really delicious, and I was like, oh, I think this could start to be my new favorite fruit. I don't know if it'll be my favorite fruit out of all of these. I do like plums. Actually, we have a cherry tree, 2 cherry trees. Maybe cherries would be my favorite, then peaches and plums. I don't know, but I am really excited about getting all of these to harvest. Oh my goodness. So these ducks are going around where we are going, and the trees came with like these little gel to keep the trees roots warm, and they're going around, and if there's any, they're poking it off, and then as we're digging, they're finding any bugs. Today actually turned out to be the perfect day to do this. I actually thought that I waited too long because the forecast was saying that it was going to rain today in the morning, and I thought with all of that compost in the back of our pickup truck, it's just going to get washed away or just get really muddy. But I was glad to see that it was not going to rain until later in the afternoon. so we're able to get the compost out of the pickup truck in time and get everything planted. In this orchard, I have trees from my farm store, from Ty, Georgia, and then from Stark Bros. I am not a tree expert or even an orchard expert. This is my first orchard, my first trees, but I did plant probably 12 in here last winter and they're still alive. My apple trees, as I'm sitting here, I'm looking, and some of them are actually starting to bud with fake spring. And I looked at my forecast, there is not it doesn't go below 35 for like the next week or so, but the trees think that spring has sprung, and so they have definitely started budding out, and so they are still alive from last year, so that is really exciting. All of these trees are at different ages. I think the oldest ones are the ones from the farm store. I don't remember how old they were when I got them, but the trunks are thicker. This is one that I got from the farm store this year. I haven't pruned this one or anything. It does need a prune, but this is a plum, and you can see the trunk is probably about the size of my middle finger. This is a one that I got last year, and this one's even bigger. That's a plum. Compared to, let's say, I got this from Ty, Georgia. It's probably, a pinky? The reason why I like Ty, Georgia, I apologize for the wind, it's so windy, but the reason why I like Ty, Georgia is because their trees are reasonably priced, and the smaller or the younger the tree, you can get a cheaper price. And so this specific pear tree is 3 to 4 feet tall, and so I think that is the smallest or the youngest tree that you could get, and so you get the best price, but then you do have to wait a longer time for it to produce fruit. So you either pay more and then get fruit faster, or you pay less and get fruit later. Okay, we have finished. We just literally planted the last 2 trees. We did run out of compost, and so my husband went and got one of the bags of potting soil that I was going to use to fill up my Greenstalk. It'll be fine. And we used it to bury, like, it needed probably, well, between the two, it needed that whole bag. So that was 2 cubic feet of potting soil. But the whole orchard is now planted. Actually, no, when I say that, I'm lying. Right before the rain. But I did not plant this one plum because I was not sure if it was growing below the rootstock. Plum I didn't plant because, if I'm not mistaken, this is where it's been grafted on at, and everything above here, well, with the exception of that one, was dead, but then it started having this new growth. So I'm not sure, but then I started looking up plums, or this specific plum, and it didn't look like it was grafted on anything, and so that's why I kept it. But I didn't plant it because I still wasn't sure. So with the exception of this one, every other tree that I wanted, so the peaches, nectarines, and the plums, are all planted. So what I didn't plant was the 2 fig, the 4 grapes, 2 figs, 4 grapes, the 3 blackberry and 2 raspberry plants, I think. Because I'm still deciding on where I want those raspberries and blackberries to go, and as well as the grapes, because I wanted grapes to grow here and here, and I do have 2 grapes here, but I sat them here over winter. They were alive when I sat them here. I would have to see if they're still alive now. If they're not, then I'll replace them with the ones that I just got in the mail. Then the other 2 would go into the garden area along that back fence. And so then that just leaves the raspberries and blackberries. It's so windy. I'm even going to waste my time in unwrapping these right now because I ran out of time. So I'm just going to sit them inside of my hoop house. A cloudy day and it's about to rain, so it's not going to get overheated in there for a couple hours because I have to get ready to go. I ran out of time, so that is where I'm going to put the rest of these apples, raspberries, and blackberries. Oh yeah, and the figs. I am going to go ahead and just close, the water hose is there. I'm going to close up the hoop house. I was watering the beds in the hoop house because I don't want them, I was I was watering the beds in the hoop house because I don't want them to dry out before I plant them in, get them planted with tomatoes. Soil can basically become hydrophobic if, hey Naya, can you get those bags and put them underneath the gazebo as well? Soil can become hydrophobic if left dry for long periods of time, and then when you water it, it will just like water right through. That happened to one of my beds, I believe, the bed that I planted the strawberries in, because I would water it, and I think that with the dry spells that we were having in the summer, that it just stayed dry too long. It wouldn't hold water. I did amend it with some peat moss and added some more, I think, potting soil and even compost. But y'all, I'm so out of breath. Every time I think this is the last compost that I need, the last yard, I use it all up, and then I'm like, wait, it didn't go as far as I thought. I need another yard. And so literally I think I need one more yard of compost before the gardening season starts, just to top dress all of the in-ground beds, or they're not in-ground, the wooden side raised beds and the log raised beds before springtime and before I start planting. Anaya just sat the brassicas underneath this gazebo for me because it's about to start raining. It's super windy. I believe I just felt a drop. I think we're actually going to go on a little date with Anaya because our son's at college for another hour or two, and then our two youngest daughters went with my sister-in-law, my husband's younger sister came and got them for a day. So we only have our oldest daughter at the moment, so that's a rare occurrence. So we might go do something with her. So I will see you guys next time. Bye.